Was Enoch the builder of the Great Pyramid of Egypt? Older texts describe it. According to claims, the Egyptian pyramids hide a mystery that has not yet been concluded. Some archaeologists believe that they're the creation of ancient Egyptians. There are also people who claim that it was the hand of civilizations that are superior to humans in the building of such miracles. The Pyramid of Cheops or Khufu is said to have three. There have always been built by Egyptians, and according to the theories of ancient astronauts, the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids, but under direction of the gods. The official story says that Pharaoh Cheops built the Great Pyramid, but why was not there any statue of him found anywhere? A construction so large that resisted the passage of time denotes a megalomania in some way, so why was not his statue found inside the pyramid? Some theories affirm that the Pyramid of Cheops or Khufu was a type of an energy plant, and that it takes its name from a simple cartridge found inside the pyramid. It's said to be the only reason why it's known as Khufu, because Khufu is due to the Victorian graffiti. The name of the graffiti found saying Khufu, when Colonel Howard Weiss used drills and powder barrels to go into the Great Pyramid, he was determined to create his name as an Egyptologist. Although Colonel Weiss wrote in his diary that he did not find anything that looked like a sarcophagus, 2 years later, when he published his book, he wrote that he had found such a thing painted in red with the name of the pharaoh Khufu, and this was once the source in which the Great Pyramid is dated to the time of Khufu, 2,500 years old, because the researchers believed that at that time Khufu ruled. 2 students from the University of Dresden, Germany, managed to steal a sample of the paint with which the cartouche was painted and took it to the laboratory in Germany for analysis and carbon dating. The sample analyzed was too small to be dated, but the technicians were able to determine something shocking. The pigment was not painted on the original stone blocks, but believed to have been added later when the repairs were made. This finding suggests that the cartouche was not original to the construction of the pyramid, but was added at a much later date. Colonel Weiss had spent more than $3 million on his expedition to discover the truth about the Great Pyramid. Is it possible that in his desperation to find something, did the unthinkable, wrote the name of Khufu on the wall of the chamber, thus setting an inaccurate date for the structure? This is not the only evidence that contradicts the date of the pyramid of the entire Giza complex. A text from the 7th century BC, known as the Inventory Stela, discovered in 1958, talks about the existence of the Great Pyramid as well as the Sphinx at the time of Pharaoh Khufu. The column, the stela, indicates that when Khufu or Cheops was pharaoh, there was already the Sphinx and the Great Pyramid, and that he built another pyramid that is not the Great Pyramid. Is the stele of the inventory another proof that both the Great Pyramid and the Sphinx already existed long before the reign of Khufu? Note, according to the Arab geographer and historian Taqi al-Makrizi, who lived between 1364 and 1442, Enoch was known by different names in different villages. Thus, these names are Saurid, Hermes, Idris, and Enoch. So Hermes, of the Greek Hermes, and Enoch. He points out that the Great Pyramid was built before the Great Flood by a certain king called Saurid. His research revealed that Saurid is the only and the same that the Jewish society called Enoch. Enoch was taken to heaven by Archangel Michael, and Enoch was informed that a great cataclysm was about to happen and how to build the Great Pyramid as a storehouse for the knowledge accumulated up to that time, and therefore nothing would be lost later of the Great Flood. Thus, upon returning to earth, Enoch began to build the Great Pyramid, which was built with the help of angels. Was Enoch really building the pyramids as al-Makrizi says? Maybe all we know about Egypt is wrong, and we have to go back and open our imagination to the possibility of there being another explanation that involved the assistance of ancient aliens for the creation of the Great Pyramid. And this is on Infinity Explorers by Anne Shrivastava. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. My Patreon account, the daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.